Hello, I am Isaac Barrow, one of the most well-known mathematicians, and the one who received credit for deriving the Fundamental Theorem of Calculus. The Fundamental Theorem of Calculus is one of the most important theorems. As we know, the Fundamental Theorem of Calculus is, if little f of x is the antiderivative of big F of x, and is continuous on the closed interval from a to b, then big F of x equals the interval from a to b of little f of x dx, equaling big F of b minus big F of a. When first hearing this, it sounds confusing. But all the Fundamental Theorem of Calculus is saying is that any function that is continuous over an interval has an antiderivative on that interval. You might be saying to yourself, well, doesn't this do the same thing as when we take the limit of something? Yes, that is the right thinking, but when using limits to find the antiderivatives, it takes a lot longer to solve. Using the Fundamental Theorem of Calculus allows us to obtain the most think of the Fundamental Theorem of Calculus as we do when we take derivatives. We can either take derivatives by using the definition of derivatives, the limit as x approaches h, f of a plus h minus f of a, all divided by h, or the quick way, by using the power rule, the product rule, and the quotient rule. The Fundamental Theorem of Calculus helps to make solving problems easier with fewer headaches. Now try discussing this with your fellow classmates. How can we perceive that the derivative and the Fundamental Theorem of Calculus are somewhat related?